Do you think like this? Damn, I'm such an idiot. How the hell did I mess this up? I must be really fucking stupid if I don't understand this. This is why I'm single. Nobody likes me. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you've got some pretty bad negative self-talk. And that's okay. I know what it feels like to beat yourself up nonstop. My self-talk was toxic as fuck for most of my teenage and young adult years, but I'm living proof that you can overcome this problem. If you watch till the end of this video, you're going to find out exactly what negative self-talk is and one powerful way that you can put this bad habit into your rear view mirror. So, let's get into it. First of all, we need to come to terms on what exactly negative self-talk is. Now, I personally define negative self-talk as a habitual, disempowering internal dialogue that is often hypercritical and exaggerated. It can lead to feelings of lower self-esteem, anxiety, and unhappiness. Negative self-talk is the first ingredient for self-sabotage. You can think of it like the opposite of rose-colored glasses, kind of like poop-colored glasses. Negative self-talk makes you view yourself like you're the worst person in the world. It makes you obsessive about any and all of your perceived flaws. Now, I am careful about saying perceived flaws because you often see things that aren't actually true. And even when you are focused on legitimate concerns, you have a way to kind of stretch the truth. For example, you notice that you have a hard time focusing at work or at school. Maybe it's even been pointed out to you a couple times by a coworker or a friend. So you start up that negative self-talk pattern and boom, everyone else has more focus than me. Why can't I just sit still and pay attention? It's easy. So why the hell can't I do it? Sometimes, negative self-talk can be in the second person, which somehow allows the inner critic to take the shit talk to an even more extreme and abusive level. It's like having a demon inside your head 24/7. I mean, it's pretty clear, I'm such a fucking retard sounds less hurtful than you're such a fucking retard. It's cold, it's distant, and it gives the impression that it's not even you saying it, which, if we really want to go down the rabbit hole, it's kind of true, but that's a topic for a whole nother video. So, we understand what negative self-talk is, but how do we overcome this bad habit? The most powerful thing you can do is cultivate self-awareness. We're talking about a habitual pattern of thinking that has gone largely unchallenged for years, if not decades, which means it is deeply ingrained in your psyche and your being. Chances are high that a lot of negative self-talk just slips right past your conscious mind and directly into your actions and emotions. This is where self-awareness comes in. By shining a light on ourselves, so to speak, we are recognizing these patterns more quickly and more fully so that they aren't taking us for a ride anymore. Now, imagine, if you will, that there are two people who are both beating themselves up over a breakup. Both are engaging in negative self-talk for at least the first couple weeks. But who do you think has a better chance at dusting themselves off and learning from their failed relationship and moving on to better and brighter places in life? The guy who is completely unaware that he's tearing himself apart moment by moment in his head and telling himself that he's a pathetic loser and he'll always be single for reasons A through Z? Or the guy who started out saying all that same shit, but recognized that he was doing it and started to guide his self-talk into a more empowering direction? It's not rocket science. The guy who is able to recognize what's happening in his head is way more likely to get his shit together than the guy who is oblivious to his own thoughts. And there are two habits that are better than anything else at helping us cultivate self-awareness: meditation and journaling. Meditation allows us to have a moment to ourselves where we can just be. I personally view meditation as the cultivation of sustained focus and presence. It allows us to step out of the role of the doer and into the role of the observer. With nowhere to go and nothing to do but sit in silence, you have no choice but to bear full witness to the never-ending cascade of your own thoughts and feelings. Journaling is a more active form of self-awareness, especially when done introspectively. Unlike gratitude journaling, which is fantastic for its own list of reasons, introspective journaling is like having a conversation with yourself. It is taking that practice. There are two habits that are better than anything else at helping us cultivate self-awareness: meditation and journaling. Meditation allows us to have a moment to ourselves where we can just be. I personally view meditation as the cultivation of sustained and focused presence. It allows us to step out of the role of the doer and into the role of the observer. With nowhere to go and nothing to do but sit in silence, you have no choice but to bear full witness to the never-ending cascade of your own thoughts and feelings. Journaling is a more active form of cultivating self-awareness, especially when done introspectively. Unlike gratitude journaling, which is fantastic for its own long list of reasons, introspective journaling is like having a conversation with yourself. It is the practice of taking that internal dialogue that's going on inside your head and bringing it to the page where you can engage with it more objectively and rationally. When it comes to negative self-talk, introspective journaling can be an opportunity to write down all of the criticisms and insults that you throw at yourself on a daily basis. And then ask yourself, are any of these true? Where do they come from? Why do I tell myself these things? You'll be surprised at how much wisdom and insight you can extract from yourself simply by engaging in a deliberate, organized self-dialogue through journaling. So thank you for watching this far. And if you suffer from negative self-talk, I think you'll benefit from this next video on perfectionism.